will be discussing the top 3 most affordable cars for students. I stated my reasons why I feel this is basically the top 3 cars, and this is basically due to my personal experience of owning these cars or knowing a lot of these cars. So just note, this is just my personal opinion. This is basically what I feel and what I wrote down, and basically this is my knowledge of the car. I could be wrong, but this is just my personal opinion. So let's get started right away with this video.
Okay.
In third place we have the Toyota Conquest Tazz 1.3 carburetor. The only reason why basically I stated this car right here is because I feel personally that the car is very light on fuel. So note is, although it's a 1.3 carburetor, the car, okay, carburetors are a little bit more heavy on fuel than fuel injection nowadays, but they are still very fuel efficient, especially for a student, and it's very affordable. So make example, you're probably throwing 100 rands of petrol nowadays. I mean, like, petrol is quite expensive, and you will probably get like 80 kilometers on that 100 rand if I'm correct. You guys can most probably correct me, but that's my personal experience with the cars. Maintenance on the car is fairly cheap, because like you can buy like all of your parts, you can buy it at your nearest like garage or like your parts store, because like Toyota is like everywhere. You can't go wrong. The parts will basically get supplied by any shop you basically go to. So basically the first shop you will go to for researching for parts, you will most probably get it there. So even though the car breaks alongside the road, the car basically will still get you home. That's basically one of the best points of Toyota. Like, it's a die-hard car. For a student, I mean, like, you will be driving alongside the road, the car breaks, you have no freaking idea what's going on. The car will basically still get you home, even if it's like 100 kilometers. The car will get you home safely. It will rattle and you will hear a lot of noises, but the car will get you home. And then, like, the car is like for, I know this topic is most probably for car enthusiasts, but it's a very basic car to modify. Just note, this is one of the cars you unfortunately have to be humble with. This is not for speed modifications, but although for very low, for static cars, you know. So if you want to go static, I mean, this is most probably the best car for you and the most basic car for you, because it's most probably the easiest car for me to go static, yeah, and the affordable price. So I'll say, well, this car is basically full out amazing, and the best part of the car is, which you don't get in any of the other cars basically I stated, is aircon. Well, many of you guys want aircon, but just note, aircon does use, or it does use a lot of petrol, or a little bit more petrol than usual. So, but this one came out with aircon. Yeah, Toyota make aircon in this car. So there's aircon in the car, and the car is small. The car is very comfortable, and the car is, to be honest, for the small car the car is actually very comfortable inside, and the car is very spacious. So even though you're going to take your mommy to town, the car will still be very comfortable to drive. Even though you lower the car will still be comfortable to drive. And even though the car will be low, the only downside about lowering the car is that the car will be sitting very low, meaning like inside the car, the seat itself will be very low on the floor. So that's basically like the top parts of basically what I feel why the car is basically in number 3, or basically in third place. Then the downsides of the car. To me personally, the car is carburetor, and that's my downside, because I mean like you do get bored of a car at some time when you want to change up something, or you basically just want to like tune it up a little bit, but then you see it's carburetor, so it's not much fun to enjoy, because it's strictly for cruising. To be honest, I feel a Toyota Tazz is not for driving reckless or anything like that. You will just know most of the guys with a Toyota Tazz, they are strictly for cruising. Unless you get one of those colored bastards that basically spin the car and breaks every second weekend. Modifications on the car wouldn't do any justice to it, because you will basically just be wasting money. It isn't worth the money to basically modify this car. It's not worth it at all. So it's pointless to modify this car. Basically keep it standard. Basically the best you can do is probably put the exhaust on the car, and that's as far as you can go with engine modifications. Although Another downside, the car has no power steering, so that's for me a very disappointing fact. If Toyota actually made power steering in the 1.3 Tazz, I'm sure it will basically push up the purchase of the car at least by 20%. That's my personal opinion, because a lot of people buying cars for econ and power steering, and because this car doesn't have power steering, I mean, like, that's a downside for a lot of parents nowadays, because they want the car, they basically the child to drive a car who has power steering. And like, the most crappiest thing was probably about the Tazz, or basically about Toyota in general, is that you will usually have to replace your brake pads a lot. So basically, we make example, you replace your brake pads on the Volkswagen, make example, for once every 3 years. You will basically have to replace it once every year on a Toyota, and that's basically a downside of the cost. And the worst of all, for you petrolheads out there, this is the slowest of the three. So that's really no go for you petrolheads. So let's move on to number 2. We basically have my favorite, a Citi Golf Mk1. Well, I'm taking this into different aspects, because you have the 1.3 carburetor, 1.4 carburetor, 1.6 carburetor, and you have the 1.8 carburetor. And then as well you have the 1.4 fuel injection, 1.6 fuel injection, 1.8 fuel injection. But let's just stay like based on the 1.3 and the 1.4 range, carb, non-carb. So the car is very cheap to maintain. Like I said, with the Toyota as well, you can basically go to your nearest parts store and you will basically get the part like ASAP. You don't have to basically like drive around a lot of places to find parts or replacement parts. You basically most probably get it to the nearest Midas store or Sunday Space or whatever store you have in your area that's the nearest to you. And the car is actually really light in fuel. From my experience, Lola, my Velocity 1.4i, it actually made up to 700 kilometers on a full tank, and that's basically amazing for 1.4, who was actually branched and had an aftermarket exhaust on. So personally, to me, basically that was amazing. And modifications do get you like excited on the car, because like exhaust on the car will change like the entire way you look at the car, the way you drive the car, the way you think you're driving the car, if you're driving the car faster every day. So modifications do make you very excited, and although modifications make you excited, like the sound is very deceiving, because it will make you think that you're driving like 100 times faster just because you have a cone filter on. But that's the way it goes. I mean, like, that's most probably one of the easiest modifications you can do on the Golf nowadays. Cone filter, boom, 100 extra 10 horsepower, easy as that. So like I said, parts are everywhere to find. You don't have to drive around. You basically go to your nearest parts store. You will most probably get the parts you are looking for to fix your car. And another thing of the car is actually really small, so that makes it nice for all of you that wants to drive around and do parallel parking and stuff like that. And like I said, like all the replacement parts on the car is very cheap, and if you like basically like rig the car, you can basically buy like body parts, well, for cheap as well. Then the downsides of the car has like out of factory, the car like certainly has a rust problem. Doesn't matter if you're driving the later Mk1 or the older Mk1, the car will always start to rust. That's the problem basically occurred with me and with all of the basically Mk1s I've seen. The car can look how neat, but the car definitely has the rust on some surface rust or whatsoever. Then the downside of me about the 1.3 range is most probably the carburetor part. But carburetor can sometimes do get exciting. I just never own the carburetor. Well, except the red one, but I never like owned the driving carburetor Mk1. But that's my only reason for stating it as a downside. The car doesn't have aircon, so that's basically a bummer. Like, to be honest, the Tazz is basically the only one that has aircon. So if you guys want to drive in the summer, most probably just buy a Toyota, cheap on petrol, aircon. Woo, music is clopping. And then, like I said, on the Toyota, the most common like replacement part on Toyota is brake pads. Well, it gets worse on Golf. You will most probably be replacing your clutch on your Mk1 after every 18 months. No lies. I'm talking about experience. Even if you're driving the car very normal, you're driving the car super hard, that's basically on the owner. But I mean, like, if you're driving the car super hard, it will probably take you a year before the car's clutch starts slipping, or it will most probably just take you 18 months, like always. If you don't know if your car's clutch is slipping, I guarantee your Mark 1's clutch is slipping, because every single Mark 1 I bought in my lifetime, car's clutch did slip. No lie, and that's a fact. Also, the other thing about the Mark 1 is that it actually drives really hard compared to the Tazz. The Tazz is nice and comfortable, the seat is comfortable, but then you get the Citi Golf. The Citi Golf is more like, not like a sporty effect, but if you want to like feel what you're driving, I'll say definitely go with the Citi Golf. But I stated it as a downside because I'm sure all of you guys would like comfortability. And you guys will be surprised what I have as number 1. Corsa.
Did someone say something?
Yes. To be honest, throughout all the cars I've owned, the Opel Corsa was most probably the cheapest to maintain. And it was very small, so I never wrecked the car, never went near the curb or whatever. And I mean, like, the car was fun in general. Just slam a cone filter on that beast and you'll tell me again a few days later, what do you think about that extra 10,000 kilowatts?
Wow! The land of make-believe!
You'll tell me about it. Like I said, the car is very easy to drive, the car is very small, and the car is very light on fuel, especially when you're driving with 1.3s. To be honest, in my experience, my 1.3 was basically more nippy than the 1.4, but that was most probably just my experience. In general, the Opel Corsas, I'm talking about the Class B now, it is very nippy though. To be honest, it's not the fastest car of the 3, but it's also very nippy. Like, first gear you will probably like in front of a Mark 1, but as soon as you hit second gear, boom, the Mark 1 will just like drive past you. I could be wrong as well. And then, like I said, parts everywhere as well, like same as the previous 3 cars. Like all these 3 cars I mentioned, like you basically get the parts everywhere, so I don't even need to like mention that again. And like I said, it's very affordable. And basically, to be honest, if you're talking about price range of the 3, this one will most probably be the cheapest to purchase if we're talking about the condition you want your car in. This car is very enjoyable, to be honest, because as soon as you just like have fun with the car, and have like have a few friends with you in the car, and put a cone filter on the beast, put a sound system in, bro, you will be jamming that car out, to be honest. Just talk to anyone who has ever owned basically Opel Corsa. Die rook sal borrel. That's all I'm going to tell you. Die rook sal borrel. The car actually has semi-power steering, and that's why most of the kids basically drive Corsas. Like the Golf and the Tazz are most common on the road, but the Opel Corsa actually has like semi-power steering, and that's basically one of the main reasons why this car is number 1. It's easy to drive, parts are cheap, it's very cheap basically to buy, and it has semi-power steering. Although it's very cheap and basically easy to modify as well. I took the car to mechanics when I owned the Corsa. I took my car to mechanics to get it modified or whatsoever to get it lowered, but it's actually a very easy process. You guys can check it on YouTube as well. That's very easy how to do it. Then the car is very spacious inside. For only a 2-door car, the car is actually very spacious. Talking about the driver's seat and the passenger seat. Unfortunately, at the back the car isn't that spacious, but that will be depending on the driver, because if the driver likes to sit far from the steering wheel, the space will be a little bit less for the passengers sitting behind him. And the only stuff I wrote as downsides, the car's body is very light. I don't know how that could be a problem for you, but that was certainly a problem for me a few years ago when I actually rolled my first car. Yes, I rolled my first Opel Corsa because the car was very light, and when I went around the corner I was actually speeding a little, and I got the curb, and then basically the car just basically lost control and I couldn't rescue it. So yes, and then another thing is basically rust. Well, it's not very common to rust, but although you have to look out for rust. And that's basically all downsides I have for this Opel Corsa. I don't really have a lot of downsides here. But another downside is that it doesn't come out with aircon if I'm mistaken, because my two Corsas didn't have aircon, so I'm thinking it didn't come out with any aircon. The top 3 cars, in number 3 we have the Tazz, in number 2 we have the Citi Golf Mk1, and in number 1 we will have the Opel Corsa Class B. Like, once again guys, this will be the end of today's video. I'm grateful for you guys supporting me and for watching this video. There was a few subscribers that would like me to talk about this topic, so basically this is basically the best I could talk about the topic. I didn't want to go too in detail with this topic because that's the basic information you guys would like to know. Is it cheap to maintain? Does it have aircon? Does it have power steering? How's the replacement parts? How's maintenance? Everything like that. So now you guys know these 3 cars. And if you're talking about car enthusiast cars, I will probably make a video of that as well. What's the best cars to modify? I'll most probably having a video like that in the future. So guys, thanks for watching this video, and please guys do subscribe. You guys won't realize how much it actually helped me if you guys are subscribed, if you guys like my video, and if you guys do comment below what you guys think and what you guys would like me to improve on in the future. So guys, thanks for basically watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope this video was really helpful for most of you guys. It won't be for all of you guys, but hopefully for most of you guys. Thanks guys, be safe, and I will be out and off to bed. I have to study.